Professor Wong, this is the presentation from Group 6. We are doing the impact of artificial intelligence on business operations and decision-making in small, medium enterprises, SMEs in Klang Valley. So the group members are myself, Azruliza, Jiang Wei Jun, Jessie, Regina, and Snahasis. We've decided to do the presentation using recording PowerPoint due to accommodate different time zone and different working schedule among team members. The reason to why we select small medium enterprises is because in Malaysia alone, more than 1.5 million businesses are SMEs. And why we zoom into Klang Valley? Because majority of the percentage of businesses done in Malaysia are run in Klang Valley.
Discuss about an adoption in SME, a Malaysian perspective, Klang Valley focus. The digital transformation era, AI reshapes how business operate, complete and decides. Tools like ML, NLP, and predictive analytics now accessible to SMEs. SMEs is, in Malaysia is the virtual contributors to GDP, innovation, and employment. Malaysia lags behind other Asian nations and AI adoption. Yeah, like this. And challenges in AI implementation, limited financial and technical resources, inadequate cybersecurity readiness, outdated data management practices. And what is the research group? Limited studies on AI's impact, SME's daily operation and strategic decisions, academic focus on large firms, integration. And problem statement outcome either AI is a strategic catalyst, drives innovation, efficiency, and agility, large firms and adoption. SMEs, emerging economics like Malaysia face hurdles. Barriers to adoption of SMEs, limited financial and technical resources, data privacy and cybersecurity concerns. And Klang Valley context, SMEs are key to regional economic growth, rising pressure to digitize for competitiveness, research gap, limited empirical studies on AI using Klang Valley SMEs, lack of clarity on real-world implementation and outcomes.
I'll be discussing the literature review and how it is impacting the SMEs, small and medium enterprises. My presentation is split into two. The first part relates to the benefits and the second part relates to challenges. When it comes to the benefits, the SMEs are bound to experience a lot of benefits from embodying AI, artificial intelligence, into their operation. And one of these benefits is operational efficiency. They are bound to improve their operational efficiency, which in any case have a ripple effect on their bottom line. So there is a lot of improved efficiency in their operations. The second one of the benefits is data-driven decision making. AI is bound to improve their data. And by improved data, they will be able to make informed decisions based on this improved quality of data, and which is bound to improve their operations equally and make sure that they are competitive in the industry. The other factor, or the third benefit of embodying AI, is enhanced customer experience. Customer is the king in any business, and good interactions and good service to the customer is always bound to have positive implications to the business. So enhanced customer experience is bound to improve the business revenue and enhance the business competitiveness and reputation amongst customers. So this is also a very important benefit that can accrue from embodying AI. And the final benefit is increased competitiveness by embodying AI. Increased competitiveness will come from operational efficiency, which is bound to lower the cost of operations, and secondary, there will be improved quality of the products, improved quality of service to the customers, and cooperatively this is bound to improve the the competitiveness of the business and make it more resilient in the industry in which it operates in. The second part of this presentation relates to challenges. Yes, definitely there are bound to be challenges with onboarding the AI, and one of the key challenges is legacy systems that the small and medium enterprises are using. Most of them have antiquated computer systems, poor networks, which may not be compatible with the current AI requirements. They require very high processing capabilities in terms of computer specs, and this might be a challenge for small and medium enterprises who may not have this quality high-end infrastructure to be able to onboard the software for AI. And the second one is also what you call upfront costs. The upfront costs will be pretty high in the initial stages, and this will be in terms of first training their employees, secondly buying the equipment, and finally also interconnecting these equipment so that they can be able to offer seamless service. So there is an increased upfront cost or requirement for upfront cost that may not be within their budget in the initial stages to be able to deploy these AI. The third element is lack of skilled personnel. Yeah, the small and medium enterprises lack skilled personnel in AI-related software and AI-related gimmicks and all that, and this might be a challenge. They may not also appreciate the benefits that accrues from onboarding AI into their operations. All these compound the problem of onboarding AI. So the tech savviness of SMEs is pretty low compared with other organizations which have the resources to be able to do training and retooling of the skill sets of their workforce. The third and the last element of challenge is relates to cybersecurity. There are a lot of challenges recently related to cybersecurity. Many organizations are not able to secure their data, and SMEs might be even more vulnerable based on the fact that they may not have money to put into place the best cybersecurity systems to secure their data. This is bound to be a problem even when going to AI, because it will require maybe cloud computing. It will require front end and up-to-date cybersecurity systems, and this may be a challenge to them, and it's something that also needs to be looked into. So overall, yes, the AI is a very important tool for the SMEs, but there are bound to be challenges to onboard it into their operations to make them more efficient. Thank you, team. Thanks a lot.
Hello everyone, I'm Rayjun and I will be presenting about research program. Artificial intelligence will start a radical change in small and medium enterprise in Malaysia, especially in Klang Valley, where SME offer digital orientation are the highest concentration countrywide based on Department of Statistics Malaysia in 2016. On the other hand, the number of large companies employing AI is growing. SMEs are also rather conservative, although this group of enterprises constitute almost 97% of total business establishment. Research indicates an opportunity to boost the productivity of SME by using AI to optimize operation and make better decisions. Also, the implementation of AI has not been particularly high because of structural obstacles related to the cost, the access to digital literacy, and resource shortage. This research studies the impact of AI acceptance on operational efficiency and strategic decision of the SME in the Klang Valley. It tries to address knowledge gap by inquiring into how SMEs understand AI insight, what enable and inhibitors of the successful uptake of AI exist at the local level. The study places the effect of AI in an urban Malaysian SME environment by narrowing it down to Klang Valley. The policy-informed goal of the finding is to adopt a strategy of digital transformation as well as to establish an integrative model of theory made up of technological, organizational, environmental, and digital competency mediation.
Hi, so for this part, I'll be explaining about research methodology. So let's look into research design. So as a team, we have decided that we are going to be adopting quantitative approach, and the reason as to why is to provide a comprehensive understanding of how AI influences business operations and decision making in SMEs. And a survey-based approach allows for the collection of numerical data from a broad sample of correspondent, and statistical analysis tests for patterns and correlation. And that's the reason as to why we as a team thought that quantitative would be the best choice for this title as compared to qualitative. So moving into research objective. So we have come up with 4 research objectives, which are examine AI adoption on SMEs, examining the extent to which SMEs in Klang Valley have adopted AI technologies in their operational and managerial activities, evaluate the impact of AI adoption on the efficiency of business operation within SMEs, assess how AI influences the quality of managerial decision making in areas such as forecasting, data analysis, and strategy planning, which they actually work on daily basis, identifying any challenges or limitations SMEs face in implementing AI tools. So this would be the research design and research objective. Moving on to the next part, which is population and sampling. So we have decided that our target population definitely would be SME owners, managers, and decision makers from Klang Valley. And the reason is because they are directly involved in operation and strategy decision making processes and are likely to influence or experience the adoption of AI technology in their business. So as for the sampling method, we have decided to go for simple random sampling. This is because it reduces sampling bias and enhances the generalizability of the findings. Given the large number of SMEs in Klang Valley, a sample size of 384 respondent will be targeted as a standard format that we are using because of the unidentified population size, because it's such a huge area. So we have chosen the max sample size, which is 384 respondent, and on what basis we have chosen this is from Crunchback formula, 95% confidence and 5% margin of error. So as for the data collection method, we will be collecting the data. The tool that we'll be using is definitely questionnaires, because it's easier to analyze, it's easier to download, it's easier to read, and the scale will be 5-point Likert, and we'll be distributing it through emails, we'll be sending out through WhatsApp, and a pilot test of 15 to 20 respondents to ensure the reliability and validity. So the independent variable for this paper would be AI adoption. It's the extent to which SMEs have adopted and used AI tools in areas such as customer service, inventories, finances, and decision-making processes. So the dependent variable will be business operations efficiency and decision-making quality. So as for the business operation efficiency, improvements in routines, processes, automation, speed, accuracy, and cost efficiency, effectiveness as a result of AI adaptation. And as for the decision-making quality, the ability of AI to enhance managerial decision-making through better forecasting, strategy responsiveness, and data-driven insights. So as for the moderating variables, we have picked a digital competency, the ability of an SME to effectively adopt, use, and manage digital technologies, including AI. This includes IT infrastructure, employee digital literacy, and management readiness to lead digital transformation. So moving on to data analysis technique, the tool that we'll be using is SPSS. And what are the data that we'll be summarizing, which would be the common ones, which are frequencies, mean, standard deviation, and inferential analysis, such as correlation analysis and multiple regression will be applied to test the relationship between AI adaptation, which is the IV, and the business operation and decision making, which is the DB. And this will help identify whether AI adaptation significantly influences operation efficiency and or strategy decision in SME. So that's the purpose as to why we have chosen this analysis and tool.
There are three limitations in this research. First, this research is only done in Klang Valley, therefore there's a geographically limited section. Second is limited insights because the survey will be done via quantitative methods. Therefore, respondents will only be limited in answering questions that we have prepared. Therefore, we couldn't collect deeper insights from respondents. Third is data bias. As the data is self-reported data, so respondents may provide answers they believe more acceptable or favorable rather than being honest. And then expected contribution, there are also three from this research. First, we expect that this research would provide clarity how AI would impact business operations and decision making among SMEs. Second, it is hoped that this research will inform SME owners the benefits of using AI to enhance their business operations and to help them make a more strategic decision. And third, we expect that this research could enhance AI adoption through targeted support such as government grants, government fundings, and government trainings.